welcome back to my card making channel. My name is Dana. Today I will be using this Whale in a Bottle die from Spellbinders, along with this Haunted House die from Spellbinders. This is part of the Boo Dance Party collection. To start off the card, I cut out a piece of watercolor paper using the outline for the bottle die, and I'm just attaching a moon mask using just a folded piece of Scotch tape. I didn't have any removable adhesive, so that's what I chose to use. And then I'm going to go in with 3 different distress sprays. I'm going to be using the Wilted Violet, Twisted Citron, and Black Soot. I wanted more of the green to be up at the top, so this looks like a spooky Halloween sky, and then more of the purple to be towards the bottom, so it kind of looked like a eerie landscape background. These moon masks are heat sensitive, so you want to make sure that you remove them before you go in with your heat tool. And this is where the magic happens with this spooky moon technique. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but once you remove the mask, mist it with water and then go in immediately with your heat tool, and you'll see the colors just bleed and wick, and it's just absolutely amazing. I go ahead and reattach the moon mask. I'm going to spray with the Distress Mica sprays. The purple that I'm using is the Fortune Teller, and then I'll be going in with Wicked Elixir, which is the green. And I'm just going over the top of the green and purple sections of the card, just to add a bit of shimmer, a bit of mica. And then again, remove the moon mask and go in with the heat tool and dry that off. Here I'm just adding a bit of water and then letting it sit for a few seconds, and then going in with a paper towel. This just adds a bit more texture and a bit more fun to the background. And then of course going in and drying that off again. Lots of heat tool in this one. And just look at that beautiful sparkle. Oh, I just love it. Here I just cut out the base of the haunted house in a white cardstock. Before I took the die out of the cardstock, I did tape that with some Scotch tape just so that the window pieces didn't come out. And I'm coloring that in the same Wicked Elixir Distress Mica spray. This is the top of the cork for the bottle, and I'm coloring that with the Fortune Teller Distress Mica spray. I cut out the clouds and just some white cardstock, and I'm just going in with my black blending brush. I didn't add any extra ink to the blending brush. I just used whatever ink was on there. I just didn't want the clouds to be like a bright white. And then I'm doing the same thing on the moon section. And then I'm going to go ahead and assemble everything using liquid glue. And of course my reverse tweezers. Highly recommend those if you don't have a pair. While I'm doing that, if you haven't already, please go ahead and pamper that like button. Show it a little love. I do greatly appreciate it. And if you're enjoying my content, please go ahead and subscribe. I do upload at least 2 videos a week typically. I cut the haunted house again in black. The green piece is basically, I was just wanting that for the windows. And then the main section of the haunted house is going to be black. And I'm just gluing those 2 pieces together. I loved how this made the windows look like they were eerie and green and glowing and so much fun. I just love Halloween projects. I swear I could do them year round. And I might. Maybe I'll do like one a month. This is the only portion of the bottle that I use the interior dyes. I just wanted it to be grounded on a black base there. For the walkway stones, I just did the same thing as I did with the clouds. Just went in with my black blending brush and used whatever ink was on there. Typically with that blending brush, I only use black soot, hickory smoke, and lost shadow. So it's more of the cooler black grays. This set does come with 4 walkway stones, but I only used 2 on each card. And then just adhering the clouds here. And I wanted one to kind of hang off the card so it looked like it was coming in, like there was a storm coming in. For the ghosts, I did heat emboss those with a glow-in-the-dark embossing powder. I just embossed a sheet of paper, part of a sheet of paper, and then die cut them out. I figured that would be easier than trying to put ink on these little ghosts and embossing powder and all that. For these bats, I did the same thing, only in a black sparkle embossing powder. And I die cut those twice. I wanted there to be 3 bats on the card. Here I'm just creating the card base. I'm using that same outline of the bottle die, and I'm just letting it hang off the edge of the card a little bit at the fold section, so then that way the fold section doesn't get cut. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere the card panel to the card base, and I'm just going to use the liquid glue for that. And here's the final cards. I just love how these turned out. This was such a fun project. Definitely gonna have to put more things in this bottle. So much fun. But as always, take some time to pamper your inner goddess today, whether that be creating something or doing some spa self-care. Self-care is so important for every her, him, and they, and I will see you in the next one.